Hi guys, hello, it's Clowny. Today I have a very funky video for you guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Minecraft videos. Probably gonna stop uploading them once my hyperfixation runs out. But at the moment I'm having lots of fun filming them with my friend Lily. So I hope you guys are enjoying them too. But today we have an art video. Because I did a little challenge for myself. I did it once before. I made this video, uh, redesigning an OC, and this time I decided to do it times two, not times one, times two. I I decided to ask for two random people on the internet for their OCs. A couple of people sent me, but picked my favorites, and I decided to redesign them. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna introduce the first one, and then I'm gonna show what I did to them. Okay, so our first character is Olive Eyes. Olive Eyes is a very chill kind of guy, but no, he doesn't take no shit from anybody. Um, he's also from the past. He was in a war, and then he transformed into the future where he's met his soulmate. Um, he's called Olive Eyes because his eyes are kind of have this are green, but they also have this red on them, like olives have. They have like green, and then they have the red inside of them, like that. So this is what olive looks like, and I started cooking immediately. The first thing I did is take out my phone, and immediately I made a Pinterest board. I'm gonna link both of my Pinterest boards below so people can have a look as well. But what I did first actually is kind of picking out poses I liked, because what I kind of think I failed. I forgot how to do redesigns at first because I kind of think I failed the challenge the first time. The second time I didn't. The first time I kind of failed because I ended up not changing as the design so much as like changing the clothing and the colors. So I ended up uh going to it from a wrong direction, I think. So the pose that I ended up picking is actually this one. I felt like the color scheme was very matching for him because the vibes are like kind of nonchalant dreadheads of him. So I decided to pick this one just because it gave me that vibe, and the color schemes really match his original color schemes because, like I said, I changed it. The next thing I did was actually pick a hairstyle. I ended up going with this hairstyle. Um, this is actually kind of similar to what he already has, but I did change the color a little bit. In a minute, you'll see I'm edging you right now. But I changed it to something a little bit more highlighted. You'll see what I mean. Now it was the hard part. It was picking clothing. I felt like the clothing that he had right now were kind of not really showing his personality, not showing his past, not showing his future. Uh, and just kind of a little bit basic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean this in like a bad way, but I felt like I could make them more. So I decided to pick something that looked a little bit more army like and a little bit more futuristic like. Because I don't know the lore that much of this character, but in my head, this character transformed into the future uh, with like army clothes because this character was in the past, was in a war, something happened in the future. But I felt like maybe it was happened while the war was happening. I truly don't know because I don't know the lore. But to me, that's the picture I had in my head. So I decided to pick something that looks a little bit more like a very futuristic army, like not futuristic, more nowadays kind of, because I wanted something that looks kind of cool, but also uh has like the army vibe to it. So what I picked was this, and my favorite part was actually the headphones. I ended up picking those headphones and this hat. I really, really liked it. So I was like, ooh, can I mix them together maybe? And I did end up mixing them together, and I think it turned out really good. After I picked all of those, it was time to start sketching. The sketch was really fun to do. I did it on call with my friend Lily. Um, and we were just like talking, and I was like, oh, I'm having lots of fun. At first, I was like, I wasn't gonna color it. Um, I thought I was only gonna do redesigns like for the how sketches, and then let the people paint them if they want to. But I was having so much fun, I decided to paint it. Actually, I gave Enerix the choice if she wants to paint it or not. And she decided she wants me to paint it, so I ended up painting it. But I had no problem with it because I absolutely loved it. This is the sketch. As you can see, the headphones, the hat, and also a little bit of the clothing. I think I interpreted it really well, so I'm really pleased with it. I still left some of like I said, I failed the redesign kind of part because I still left a lot of the things that he had on him, like the tail, the hair length, the eyes even. And I think I could have done better on that. Painting was really difficult because I couldn't decide on like a hair color or like how I want to paint it. Um, because I kept wanting to have him had dyed tips like different color. So I tried it with like red and green and white and yellow, and just none of them worked. So I was like, what should I do? Should I just give him blonde hair? So I tried blonde hair and it did not look good. So I ended up going with black hair actually, which is the complete opposite from what he has in the original character because he has the green hair kind of. So I ended up changing that completely. I think the eyes I kind of left them the same because I really do like the concept of like olive eyes, like the different colors. It very speaks to me. So I decided to leave that in. But I changed the hat and the headphones into something that feels a little bit more electronic, army like futuristic, kind of like a mix. I don't know how to explain it in words, but I felt like the vibe was there. Clothing were, I think, my favorite part. I really like how the shirt turns out. The pants, I kind of, I kind of changed how were they supposed to look. They were supposed to look like really like fancy schmancy army pants, but I kind of made them look like gym shorts. Which I think is kind of like silly because it also kind of matches the vibe because this guy is supposed to be chillax, and as well as like still an army guy and like move to the future. So I thought like maybe I can use this. So I think this kind of fits in. Sorry guys. Uh I really like it. So I'm pleased with how it turns out. I also ended up kind of adding this little box on the bottom that says no war and the peace sign because I felt like that was important to the character. And that is the final result. Like I said, I think I kind of failed the redesign part simply because this isn't really a redesign. This is more like a recolor and a different outfit. But I still like it, so I thought I'd share this. The second one is actually from a video game. It's an OC from a video game. It's a Genshin OC. I have never played a Genshin and I barely know anything about Genshin. But so this was a little bit challenging. This is the OC. When I was like starting to make the little Pinterest board, uh I was like a little bit struggling because like I said I don't know anything about Genshin, and I was like, do I want to keep it Genshin-y or do I want to like make it clowny? And I remember that I on the first one I kind of failed on the redesign, so I was like, fuck it, we're going to completely redesign this character. Gonna look nothing like the OG. So what I ended up doing at first is trying to pick my references for poses and like outfits and like hairstyles. So I did a little bit of research, and I found that a lot of like dolls and like people that dress like dolls, they kind of have this like very fluffy hair that goes like this. I'll put a photo here so you guys can see my vision. Uh, and then they also have this like really white makeup and like really big lips and like a little dot here and like really big eyelashes. So I was like, okay, uh, and outfits that are very puffy, very princessy like to me. Those reference that I found actually I ended up not really using except for like the head, because it just didn't have a full body. So I was like, okay, well, what do I do now? So I only used it a little bit. So this is the sketch that I have. I felt like I did really good on the doll part. I think like I kind of went with like a princess doll kind of vibe. I think that went really well for me. I really like the little princess hat, the little clothing that I have for her. I really like the face, and I think I really nailed the hair. So I'm really pleased with that. But I guess my only sad is that it's not a very dynamic pose because I couldn't find a reference that I liked. So I don't really have a dynamic pose. But I still like it. It's time for the coloring. Ah, the coloring. The coloring is always my favorite part. I think I did magnificent job. Uh, the face looks really good. I really like the mouth, and I'm obsessed with the different color eyeshadow. I really love that. The hair, I'm not really sure what I was doing with that. I think I kind of went for like chocolate banana milk. I don't know. It's kind of like my color palette. I still like it. I just think it's like a little silly. I don't know where it came to me. But I love it. I also really like the little hat, the princess hat. I think turned out really beautiful. Her outfit is a little bit weird. I don't know what I was doing with it. It's kind of like princessy doll, but at the same time not really. I don't know what I don't fully understand what I was doing here, so I kind of think I could have maybe done a little bit more in that area of like investigation and like trying to match it to the aesthetic that I was going for, because I feel like this looks like two different drawings, kinda looks like I mishmashed two different drawings, which I don't really love. I'll say it, I don't really love. But I feel like it just goes together kinda okay. I could have done better. This challenge kind of proved to me that I need to practice doing this more, because I'm definitely like I think I thought when I was going into it I was like, oh my god, I got this in the bag, I got this in the bag. But this was a humbling experience. This was truly a humbling experience, because this kind of made me think, oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing a lot of the times. Uh, and the panic, I love the panic. I love when I panic when I'm drawing. It's just it gives me the best ideas. So I was like really panicking, but then I was like, hey, I could use this as an opportunity to grow. I could use this as an opportunity to design my own OCs. So I feel like my next challenge for myself is to design an OC for myself. Because right now I know if you guys know me, I have this OC, clowny worm. But that's it. That's all I have. And I feel like if I start making more OCs, that might make me better at designing OCs. Who could have done that connection? Uh, so I think my next video is gonna be about designing OCs for myself. Uh, and how I'm gonna do it, how I'm gonna maybe I have an idea in my head. I have an idea in my head. I'm cooking it. I hope the people that gave me their OCs like the drawings. I know I wrote this video. I've been like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. But I don't hate it. I'm just like very hyper criticized of my own drawings. Uh, and I feel like I could have done a better job. But I still think it turned out quite cute, and I like the drawings, and I love giving people free art. I like when people commission me, of course I do, everybody likes that, but I also like giving people gifts. So, I hope they liked the gifts. And even if they don't end up taking the redesign that I did, I still think it was like a fun experiment for me and like a good wake up call, like I said. So, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing. I might do another one of those in the future after I make another video of me practicing drawing OCs, because I want to better my skill. But after I do that, I feel like it might be interesting to do this again, just kind of compare what's happening. But I really hope you guys enjoy this video.